Subscribe in 5 seconds or Mecha Fred will knock down your 1x1. I logged on to Fortnite today, and you know what I found? Nothing at all, because I'm not exactly the luckiest person ever, and can only really seem to find such loot as the white pistol, the white drum shotgun, bandages, the white AR, not even the good one, and much more. 1-800-BAD-LOOT today is the sensational new service that delivers garbage loot straight to your door. But in this video, we're not talking about bad luck. Oh no. These are 10 of the luckiest moments in Fortnite Season 10. And hey, while you're trying your luck, drop a comment leaving your Epic Games usernames after purchasing any new cosmetics using code T5G for your chance at a shout out in a future video. Number 10, CDN the Third. Now, in all honesty, one of the best endgame situations for me is when the final circle closes in partly over some high ground like a mountain. You've got the final person stuck down below, completely trapped and ready for you to pull off whatever stupid stunt you might have in mind. But what happens when that person trapped at the bottom is you? There's not many options left open to you, and if you have no materials either, then it might even feel like game over. That's why we have CDN the Third here showing us all exactly how to escape even the most impossible of situations.
Not like this. Not like this.
Gonna run.
Not like this!
Why go back? Keep going!
What? Are you serious? Oh my god!
I think High Distortions and Dakota's reaction said it all right there. No mats, no shields, low on health, and stuck in a bad situation. CDN the Third jumps back into the circle, and with less than 3 seconds before the storm eliminates him, CDN has to hopefully get at least some line of sight on the enemy. Luckily for CDN, it was just at the right time as the enemy was jumping down onto the safe area, giving CDN that split second and last chance to get the win, which he pulled off beautifully. A great example of skill mixed with a bit of luck. And in number 9, we've got Trey. So what kind of building skills do you think you're at right now? I'll be honest and say I'm fairly average. Definitely need to work on my edits more, but I do love me a good sky base. The only problem is getting down safely. A lot of players are brilliant at this falling building technique where you catch yourself every few levels with some stairs or platform, but it's definitely tricky and full of risk. Just watch Trey here attempting this tactic, but to suddenly have it all go wrong, but yet so right all at the same time, as Trey says with the title of this post, you couldn't have cut it any closer than that. With one little mistake, Trey is left in what would have been a free win for the enemy. The opponent even built himself in just for safety, but Trey manages to pull off a side swipe angle from underneath the structure at the very last second before hitting the ground and hit just a few pellets, but enough to do the damage needed. And in number 8, we've got the 3 mecha self-destructs. Okay, so the brutes are getting a bunch of flack from the community with some streamers threatening to stop playing Fortnite altogether until they're fixed or removed. Now, at the moment, they also have this self-destruct thing. It's a little bit complicated. All I gotta say for now is that this is one of the most savage Season 10 clips I've seen so far.
Yeah. I don't know how to delete, bro. Self-destruct. 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 That one, that one. Oh my god. Oh my god. Got the other 2. Oh my god.
Managing to sneak up behind not 1, not 2, but 3 brutes, BJ Lee goes on the stealth and manages to self-destruct all 3 of the brutes and the whole team. You gotta feel bad for that squad, but he's just lucky none of them spotted him. They're sitting up on a mountain with a non-stop rain of missiles and bullets, most likely thinking they've got this win in the bag until BJ Lee starts thinking this is Assassin's Creed. Number 7. Okay, this might be skill, but still. CypherPK is known for coming up with some very unique elimination methods. He was the original inventor of the launchpad trap towers and has been known as a trap king in general ever since, constantly showing us new ways to use traps, since Fortnite loved to add some incredibly unique items like shockwaves and disco bombs to the game. It allows him to make even more ridiculous plays like this one. I know, this clip is more showing CypherPK's pure skill than luck, but something a lot of people don't realize for these clips is how much luck you need for everything to work out according to plan. So for CypherPK, he's just lucky that his opponent didn't leave his turtle in the 6+ seconds it took to set up this awesome little trap trick. Number 6 is the luckiest boogie bomb ever. New boogie bombs have always been your best friend when it comes to getting people out of vehicles, but when it comes to brutes, I tend to just try and stay at a distance and destroy the mecha quick enough before they close the game and decimate me in one hit. However, after seeing this clip by BubbleCloud, I'm definitely feeling like they might be worth a go.
Reverse card, yeah, that too.
With his teammate down, it looks as though BubbleCloud went for one last desperate attempt to save him, then pulled it off with style and ease. There's nothing quite as good as taking the very item they were using on you and destroying them with it instead. All the while, the enemies are doing the boogie. Number 5 is lucky angles. Finding new little tricks you can do with builds is always useful in Fortnite when most players know everything there is to know already. Now, we've known about this type of building tip before, but you still don't see it very often. In fact, rarely at all. But when you're trying to take those sneaky snipes from your little turtle base, it's definitely handy to remember setups like this one. So what Leckhart has done here is edit the stairs into that U shape. He then stands on the middle stair platform and edits the wall that's parallel with the stair rail into a triangle. So underneath the stairs is exposed into your base. But when you're on those stairs and with that triangle edit, you get a very cheeky little sniper nest. Let us know the best ways you've managed to edit your builds like this. There must be some tricks we're still missing. But in number 4, we've got the Driftboard. How? These Driftboards have been a brilliant part of the map for a few seasons now. They may have their glitchy issues every now and then, okay, quite a lot, but they're just so satisfying to use, and it's nearly always worth that risk. The one unique thing about this vehicle is that it's so small. I mean, you can find yourself getting caught in some weird places. I know what you're thinking. This Earthquake named player just pulled off some Tony Hawk skateboard trick, but with the Driftboard. If he'd managed to unhook and land it, that would have been on another level. Imagine if he'd stayed attached, shooting enemies that came near while upside down. Now, that I want to see. But in number 3, we've got the Ninja. So for all us average players out there that sometimes have to let go of that W key for a moment, you gotta really appreciate this clip. There's many bad RNG situations at the beginning of matches, and sometimes you've just gotta tuck tail and run. And if you get trapped, hide. This Carp Squad player is straight up the luckiest ninja of Season 10 I've seen so far. I knew you could get into certain rafted areas, but didn't know about those ones, and I doubt he did either. That impulse seemed like a Hail Mary to get behind the enemy, so Carp Squad could hopefully run, but instead, it turned out to be accidental genius. Good play, my friend, good play. And if you people watching know of any sneaky spots like this yourself, make sure to let all the ninjas in the comments, and no, I don't mean that, ninja. Number 2 is the Hail Mary. Speak of the devil and he shall appear, except this time, the Hail Mary is in the form of a bottle held by Reddit user Top Hat Blocks on an extremely high sky base, literally at the top of the map. He's basically made an unbreakable world record right there. Unless people break the game, then they might be able to break that record too. I can't imagine this was first go, but you've got to appreciate that bottle cap landing. I didn't even think Fortnite would have considered that when I first saw the bottle, so it's an awesome touch, and I'm sure you all have your own bottle flip trick shots you'd want to share below. Maybe a bottle trick shots compilation? Number 1 is casually leaving the map. It is Season 10, and I thought I'd seen it all, but I was so wrong. These brutes are breaking the game like I don't think anything has before. There's this massive bug when switching seats that can cause the brute to jib out all over the place, sending you in no one knows what direction. For DrLupo here, it seems like he almost breaks the sound barrier just to discover a brand new land.
Wait, why is there... What is this? The heck? Wait! What?
Why does it say second? I just won.
What? What?
Why does it say second? I just won.
I flew from the main map to another island.
So you realize he's actually on a creative island in the end, but I've never seen someone make it from the main Battle Royale island. Mind you, DrLupo was on Playground, all the way to actually landing on one of these islands. It even comes up with the map structures and information about that particular creative island. Hopefully they send a rescue crew out to him soon. But that's been our video. But hey, don't click off the video just yet. You gotta watch our video on the top 10 Fortnite seasons ranked from worst to best. Click that link on screen right now. There's an annotation. Be sure to check it out. You're not gonna wanna miss this video. Click it, click it, click it, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.